Well, g'day, and this is Pedro Harvey, and this month being February 2016, we are off on another fantastic hike. This time, we're at Nelson Lakes National Park in New Zealand, and we are going to be following the St Arnu range for a few days. I've got my new pack on for this hike, I just bought it, and it solved a few problems for me. Firstly, I've always had transvestite tendencies, and this is sort of, well, I don't need the operations though, what it's like to be well endowed on the front end. And secondly, it's balancing me when I'm walking, which I think is fantastic, because they call me a balanced individual. Well, now I'm even more balanced. But right now we have to climb 1,100 metres straight up the St Arnu range to camp up near some small tarns, and I'm glad I was busting my butt walking up and down, what was that thing called? 1,000 steps, yes, 1,000 steps on Tuesday. So let's get out on the track and see what sort of a climb this is. Well, we've completed the climb two and a half hours straight up. Woo! And this is Parachute Rocks. We're still not where we're going, we've still got to go higher. But this is where people open their, no doubt, their winged parachute, let it fill up with air and sail down there. There'd be some great updrafts coming up here. It'd be a classic. So we've got to keep going up and find a campsite on top of this mountain, the St Arnu range. And this pack, by the way, oh, I'm loving this pack. So easy walking with it. But go get yourself an arm. Whew. Well, I've come up this St Arnu track. That's a great climb, that 1,000 metres about. And oh, this is just a beauty. And now we've got to go camp in those little tarns down there and see if we can set up the cabana. And I can eat some biltong and have a shower and a swim and all that sort of thing. But what an amazing view up here, just fantastic. Alright, well, first night out, and it's time to have the traditional mountain man. Oh, that's cold! Oh, it's freezing! Doesn't matter though. You get used to it out here. What I'm going to do is wash myself, wash my clothing, and hang it out to dry. So if you excuse me whilst I have a bit of privacy. Well, there's the cabana with Lewis doing dinner here on his first night. Oh, beautiful. If I just swing the camera around, we got the lake. One lake. And that's our campsite. I've had dinner. I had some South African food. I had some biltong with chili, and I had a little bit of rice with that, with chili flakes, with the salt, pepper, and a couple of sun-dried tomatoes. Also, I had a cup of soup, a cup of strong cappuccino mix, coffee, and of course some Scotch whiskey. Absolutely delicious. Lewis, what are you eating?
Maybe chicken curry.
Yell it out.
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry. Well, here we are at sunrise on day 2. Look at that sun just hitting the peaks. Isn't that fantastic? Lewis, how did you sleep?
Bit on and off.
Why?
My bivvy was sliding down due to the smooth grass.
It's because it's sil nylon. Sil nylon does that. And a solution is to get some sil net and put a few seams of sil nylon across it, and then it grips.
Silicon gel?
Yeah, sil nylon glue, whatever it is. Yeah, got to paste that on. Look at that. Look at that beautiful light. Oh, it's just hitting it now. Fantastic. Smile.
We're going across that rock or down a bit.
Okay, we've come off that high area was really tough going up there, scrambling and scree and rock, and I tell you, some of those scree traverses, we had giant boulders coming down here, quite dangerous actually. So we've come down here to the Travers Valley now, and we're trying to get to the, what is it, John Tate Hut, where we'll just pass out in exhaustion and just kick back and maybe try and climb Mount Travers in, well, maybe tomorrow actually. And hopefully there'll be people who speak French, because I'm trying to learn French but I only know one sentence. Je veux faire randonnée avec mes bâtons. And if you speak French, you'll know what that means. Let's get going to the hut. We're in the hut at the John Tate Hut, and we are broken men, fat men. Lewis, tell the viewers what's happened.
I think we bit off a bit more than we could chew on day 2. The difficulty level of some of the terrain we're on, it was increased by the fact we were wearing heavy packs, and that just put a lot of pressure on that.
And the fact that we're both carrying 10 kilos more than we should. Well, show the viewers your gut.
No.
So now, what did you have to do during the night?
Actually, my feet ended up quite sore, so in the middle of the night I actually just went and put my feet in the cold, freezing cold river, because they were actually swelling a bit, so that did help, brought down the swelling.
So I've got sore calves, quads, hammies. We're really wrecked. We're going to have to take some rest days, because we were basically doing mountaineering on those first 2 days. No one around here does that crap, well, not with a full pack. And I just think we're not fit enough for it, and I don't know how you'd get fit enough for it, because I trained for this. I think I've just got to pull back a bit and do what normal people do. What do you think, Lewis?
I say never say die. Go hard or go home.
Well, we've pressed the reset button on this hike after a bit of a rest day, and we're feeling a hell of a lot better. Amazing what a day's rest can make, and here I am at the Cupola Track Junction, where I was with Ian Waldron, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago. And we tried to climb this mountain, and we failed! We failed! Failure is not acceptable, is it, Lewis? So we're going to go up there. Apparently there's somebody up there who thinks they've got the hut all by themselves. Well, how wrong they're going to be. So let's get up there and attack this mountain with gusto. Ah!
So we're making our way up Mount Cupola, and we've been making fairly good progress up until now. A few big rocks have given way underfoot, but nothing which would cause serious injury. We've just hit an area where it's getting borderline equipment rock climbing. So we've come up a bit, which was okay, but now we're faced with a particular area where I would describe as hairy. If Pedro would like to show you the rocks, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'll show them, don't worry. What else? We might turn back.
We're trying to decide whether it's
too dangerous.
Yeah, whether it's worth doing, but there's no precedence so far on this trip of doing foolhardy things, so I break that tradition.
Here it is up there, look at that. That's it. What do you think of that? It's probably pretty easy, but I'm just not used to this stuff.
It's easy, but if you fall, where do you go? It's not like your cathedral ranges where if you fall, you probably won't die, you'll get hurt, but this...
You'll die.
Say you have a fairly good chance of death.
Last time I was here with Ian Waldron, we went up higher than this spot, I'm sure of that. Anyway.
So we've been coming down these rocks for the last half an hour. It might look very easy. What could be so difficult about coming down solid rocks? There's something deceptive about these rocks, which I'll show you in a moment. I'm almost there. So if you have a look at this rock here, just in front of me, it looks perfectly solid. Watch when I put my foot on it. It shakes. We've had these rocks completely shift underfoot, and you have to be quick and move fast, or yeah, you'll fall, hurt yourself. And these are all throughout here. You just can't tell what's solid and what's going to move underfoot. But we don't have that much more left. Then we'll get down to more stable stuff.
Well, after a very disappointing time in Nelson Lakes where we didn't climb Mount Cupola and didn't even attempt Mount Travers because Lewis was sick, We've come on a hike that normal people do. That is, they don't climb screen mountains, they walk along tracks and stay in, well, we were staying in huts, but they walk on tracks. It's so much easier, isn't it, Lewis? So we're up at the Leslie Karamia here, just going, very interesting shelters. This is an interesting one, I'll give you a bit of a look around. And much easier walking than scree. And I think the bottom line is, if you want to climb Mount Cupola, you need to practice down climbing rock slopes. Wouldn't you say, Lewis? Can you talk?
Yes.
The rock climbing's not hard, but if you fall, you're going to die. And you're tired. And then you have to walk down all that scree. And I don't know how you practice scree walking in Australia, because that really hurts your legs. What did you think of it? Did it hurt your knees, legs, ankles? Hurt my ankles.
It does put pressure on your ankles and knees because you're just always trying to get balance on slipping rocks.
There is the humble Wecker. How are you, fella? Hey, look at that. Very curious birds. Alright, here we are with a bit of hut life. Let's see what's going on over here. Here's some people studying the map at the hut.
I want one of these right here.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the world of YouTube?
Oh, that's not going on YouTube.
So they're looking at the map.
Another chai. This is the thing.
There's another map here. Let's have a look outside this beautiful hut. What's it called? Salisbury Lodge.
Salisbury, like,
There it is. It's just a point on a map, but it really does exist. Let's have a look at it. Well, there it is, Salisbury Lodge. Absolutely beautiful. Mount Arthur somewhere up there. This is a really nice lodge. Free gas, separated kitchen from the bedroom, which is very unusual. And of the lovely quekka birds, so they're all over the place. Half chicken, half bantam, I don't know what the hell they are, some native bird, very inquisitive, lovely animal. They like to come inside actually. So tomorrow, I don't know, probably do a day trip and then get the hell out of this country. But lovely place this.